Yay! It is actually Friday. This is actually the biggest beauty project and I am actually exhausted. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I was out of town last week helping my grandma celebrate her 87th birthday. We did go shopping and we ate pizza, which is, you know, how I like to celebrate as well, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I missed last week, so I'm going to be doing double duty this week, trying to keep it short since, like I said, it is Friday, so I have to get this up today. Last week's topic was our top 5, like the things we're obsessed with right now. I don't think I have 5 that I can think of, but I'm going to tell you the ones that I am obsessed with right now that I can think of. The first one is the Outlet Shops of the Bluegrass, which is fantastic, which I went to the night before it opened, that preview night. It was great. It was the best ever. I'm going again tomorrow. It's going to be crazy packed, but I'm super excited. I love it. It's my new favorite place. My next favorite are Jamberry nails. I'm wearing some right now. One of my friends was selling them, was like hosting a party for them. And you all know I love nail stuff, but I don't really have a lot of time to do my nails anymore. And also, you know, I'm not really into like putting toxic chemicals on my hands for every day. But these are non-toxic and they're just like stickers, but you use heat to put them on, which you can just use your hairdryer or whatever. And so it kind of bonds them to your nail a little bit better. But they seem to be easy to take off. I haven't done it yet, but I've read how to do it or I've watched the video and it seems like it's not that difficult of a process, so we'll see. But I love them. I have a bunch of different colors and patterns and I'm probably going to order more once I've gone through these. My next obsession is my new apartment, which obviously I'm still not in yet. I won't get to move in until November. They've pushed it back because they're still building it. It's a brand new building and you know, construction always takes longer than they say. So I was kind of expecting it, but now it's going to be like second half of November is what they're saying. I still don't have a move-in day or anything, but I'm so obsessed with it right now. I'm really excited about my new apartment. I'm always thinking about where I'm going to put things, how I'm going to arrange different rooms, what I'm going to buy, how I'm going to decorate. I'm always thinking about different things with my new apartment, and I can't wait. The last obsession, which I think this is for, the last one I can think of is fall, even though it's August. It seems like every year, like when it's back to school time, I'm so over summer and I'm ready for fall to get here because fall is my favorite season. I love like fall clothes, like I love boots and comfy sweaters and scarves and pumpkin spice lattes, which come out August 25th. Starbucks told me on Twitter today. So I'm going to be there August 25th to buy my pumpkin spice latte, even though it's still going to be, you know, summer. But I'm super excited. I love fall and I'm so ready for it to get here and ready for like the fall aesthetic. I love that. So now on to this week. Nancy's topic is jobs. How many have you had and how have these jobs shaped your future and what did you learn? I've had 5 jobs. I've had a couple different retail jobs. One was at like a big department store I worked in during breaks from school, and the other one was a smaller store, like a gift store, gift shop kind of thing. Sold cards and gifts and Vera Bradley and different stuff. I worked there for 2 years, I think. Right about 2 years, I'm pretty sure, after college. The department store, that was my first job, so that really kind of shaped my work ethic a lot and showed me how to really work with people. I really didn't like that job, mostly because I had to stand all day and sometimes the hours were really long. And I have bad feet. I have trouble standing for long periods of time. It's really painful. And I had to wear dress shoes and the floor was really hard. And so a lot of times I would come home and my feet and ankles would be super swollen and I'd be in a lot of pain, but then I'd have to get up the next morning and go back again. So I really didn't like that job just because I was in pain almost constantly. But my other retail job in the gift shop, I liked. I didn't like the actual job so much. Some things I liked, like arranging things and going through the Vera Bradley was fun. I didn't like when the customers would yell at us, which happened more often than you would think, and sometimes the old men were mean and would like throw things at us, like throw money and cards and stuff. So that was really terrible, but I worked with some really great people. The hours were not as long there and we could wear sneakers and the floor was carpeted, so I wasn't in pain in that job. And I made some really great friends. That's really what I got the most out of that job. Kind of in between there, when I was in graduate school, the year I was in graduate school, I was a graduate assistant, and that was by far my worst job, like the job I hated the most. It was a really tough time for me. I spent that year in grad school trying to figure stuff out, and also just like, I don't know, that job was just, it was just terrible. Like, I worked in an office with a lot of other people, but I worked in this one particular room. There were 3 of us, but a lot of times I was in there by myself. My desk was in the corner facing the wall. So it was really depressing all day, and a lot of times people would walk in, they'd be like shocked to see me there, and they'd be like, oh, I didn't know you were here. And I'm like, I work the same hours every day. Like, I know I'm just sitting here. And then people would say like, gosh, you're so quiet. But my job was organizing folders. That's what I did almost the entire time, like 20 hours a week. It was miserable. But I'm like, how do I do that loudly in a room by myself? Like, I don't know. I don't understand that. I was super unhappy at that job. So I just really don't have fond memories. Like, it was a rough year for me anyway, and that job wasn't real great. But I learned a lot of office stuff there. And I kind of got a lot of stuff figured out that year, but that job, I can't really think of anything good that came from it other than, like, I could say I had office experience. And then right about a year ago, I had my interview and got hired on at my current company, and I started working in the call center, which is not a job for me. I'm not really, like, my personality, I'm not really like a, you know, abrasive kind of person who can say, no, this is the way it is and you need to figure it out. Like, I'm too nice, which is one of the first critiques I ever got there. And I remember thinking, like, I don't really see that as a bad thing. I like being a nice person. Getting that job obviously shaped my future more than any other, because it was just like someone my mom knew said that they were hiring all these people on at my company because it's a really big company here in town. And so I applied for one job. I got a phone interview and they said I would be better suited for this other job, which was also closer to my house. I was thrilled. I got hired on, and I remember being in this room in the big fancy building downtown, which is not where I work, but I was, you know, when we first got hired on, we went to this kind of training there, kind of welcome to our company type thing, and I remember feeling like my dreams had come true, which sounds really ridiculous, but this was really the kind of job I wanted. Even though it was temporary, even though it was on the phones, it was with this company, and I really saw myself advancing and growing from that. And, you know, I felt like this is where I was supposed to be, and I felt like this was like the start of the rest of my life. And in that job, when I wasn't on the phones, kind of hating life a little bit, I made a lot of connections, I made a lot of really great friends, and, you know, I knew I wanted to stay on with the company, so I just started applying for all kinds of jobs that seemed like they would be a good fit for me, and I found one, and that's where I am now. So, you know, I don't know where I would be if I hadn't taken that job that, you know, was not really something I was super interested in. It was temporary. You know, if I hadn't taken that, I have no idea where I would be. But now, you know, now I have a great job. I'm still with that same company. I'm not on the phones anymore. I have my own little cubicle, my own desk. I have a phone with my name and my own, like, work phone number, which is a really big deal to me. I don't have to stand all day. I can sit at a desk, but I'm also not chained to a desk on a phone all day. I can get up and walk around if I want. Sometimes my friends and I walk around the floor because it's like a really kind of big, like, wide office building. It's not super tall, but like the floors are really big. So we do some laps around the floor and get some steps in. And, you know, it's really nice that we can do that in my department. I work with really great people. Again, a lot of places, almost every place I've worked with really awesome people. They've really helped me grow too. And I'm already making friends in my new department, and I'm already growing a lot. And there may be some more exciting things kind of in my future, but that's still kind of on the horizon, so we will just have to see about that. But yeah, it's crazy to think how my jobs have kind of shaped me and kind of impacted each other. That's kind of interesting. Nate says it's a really good topic. It's not really something I have thought about a lot before. This weekend I'm getting my hair cut. It's super shaggy right now, so I'm really excited to do that. I'm going back to the outlet mall. I'm really pumped about that. I think that's about it. I hope all of you are doing super well. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you all as always for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye!